Wave.
By the way, I'm not pro Taylor get rid of her work ethic. I think it's awesome. I'm like, we should probably meet in the middle. I probably need to be more like you, and maybe you could be a little more like me in the regards of saying yes and no.
I mean, you do a lot.
I do plenty, but I'm not on your level. And I want to know, like, where do you think that comes from? What is that about?
Probably from a place of inherent unworthiness.
Let's go!
Yeah! I've been to therapy.
Bow, 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 bow. Today's episode is presented by Intuit TurboTax. Now this is taxes. Taylor.
Hello.
What's up, girl?
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy to be inside my favorite podcast.
You're in the So Trudio.
It's so nuts.
That is too sweet of you.
It's not sweet. It's true. I really mean it.
You gotta stop.
No, because most times I do a podcast and I'll like go listen to a few of the most recent ones to be like, okay, what's like the vibe? And with yours, I was like, I've listened to every single one and some of them twice. So,
who are your faves?
Who are my faves? I mean, I just listened to Chris Fleming because obviously
you have to.
Chris is like, I watched his special too. And Chris, I mean, it's so like, it's boring to talk about what a genius Chris is because everybody.
It's all we do.
It's all we do and everybody knows now and he quite frankly doesn't need it. But like, God, like every time I watch him, I'm just like, am I terrible at stand-up? Like, am I like the least creative, funny person in the world? Like, because that's just, but then I put Chris in like a different category where I go like, okay, well, what he's doing is something else. Like that's like in a more special place and I'm doing regular stand-up.
It's kind of like when you do like, when you do math, you have to take off the best number and the worst number.
Yeah.
It's like that. And you just got to take Chris out of the equation. And then you go, oh, the numbers make a lot more sense when he's not involved.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that about my stand-up. Like, I'll watch Chris and I'll be like, so he has access to something that I never in a million years will get close to knowing.
Yep.
And once I take him out of the equation, I go, I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah.
He is so good. And
He's
it's so
good.
funny. I did a big phone interview for like his Vulture. They did like a huge Vulture piece on him.
Yeah.
And I talked for like 45 minutes effusively about Chris. I was like, he is like an incredibly principled person. He's so smart. He's so lovely and warm. And like, I think he's like a level of brilliant that like most of us could only hope to even come close to. Just waxing, glazing Chris. And then I think, I didn't read the whole interview, but I think the one thing they put in there for me was like, Chris doesn't care what parties he gets invited to. And I was like, you guys.
Like you just like call like what? Oh, Chris doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Chris is kind of a bitch. Click. Like I was just I texted Chris and I was like, hey, just so you know, I gave like really sweet comments, and then I did read a little bit more of the piece, and it was Chris being like, every podcaster is a charlatan, and I was like, okay, well.
Well, that's a big sound going around on TikTok from that episode, right? Is like there's something waiting for me in the divine. For resisting podcasting. Do you know? Oh, you're not on TikTok.
From our show?
Yes, from that episode with Chris. It's going viral.
Oh, people
right
are
now.
using it?
Yep.
Hey, good job, you guys.
Yeah. I forget you're not on TikTok, which is like, I mean, you're kind of my hero in every way.
Taylor.
Like, I was a fan of yours, and then I met you in person, and I was like, fuck. Like, God, I told everyone for the following week after I met you at that fundraiser, I was like, Caleb Heron's like as good as we want him to be. I was like, you guys.
All the staff shaking their heads no, solemnly, Taylor, you know not what
truly,
you do.
Like when we got coffee in LA afterward, I was like, you guys, Caleb kind of changed my life today. Did you know you could say no?
Okay, that is true. We did have a really good talk about that.
Did you know you could cancel stuff? Like I left. We hung out for like an hour and I was like, I think I owe Caleb money.
You do.
I do. And you invoiced me.
I sent an invoice. Yeah,
you
yeah,
did. Yeah. And
No.
I ignored it because you taught me that.
Yeah.
Boundaries.
No, that's far too sweet. We met in person finally because I begged you to come and do my benefit show.
You didn't have to beg me. No.
I sent, that made it sound like you were saying no.
No.
I sent like a very pathetic, like, I'm a huge fan. Would you please come do this benefit show? And you're like, yeah, of course.
That is so funny that was your experience because here's what happened on my end. I was on the road with my sibling Bryn and Sophie Buttle who opened. Do you know Sophie?
Yeah, we haven't had the chance to meet, but she's very funny.
She's so funny. And we were on the road. We were in our hotel room and we were like getting ready for the show or something. And your DM came in and I went, oh my God, Caleb Heron DM'd me because I was like such a fan and I waited to open it until the show was over because I didn't know what it was about.
Oh, I love playing that game.
And I was like, oh my God, okay, we're going to open it later. And then I opened it and you were just like, hey, it came off so breezy. You were like, hey, if you happen to be available, would love to have you, Kansas City Tennis Union, if you're around, smiley face. And I was like, well, I got to do that.
Yeah.
Got to do that in between tour dates.
I had checked your touring schedule,
Yeah.
and I knew that you had that night like technically free. So I was like, hey, if you want us, I wanted to make it sound breezy because I didn't want you to feel like I would think you were some bad person if you didn't use your night off to come to a benefit show. So I was like, if you're available, like I know you're going to Phoenix or whatever, but I try to make it that, it's a benefit show. So I don't ever want people to feel like they have to come and do it.
And I was like, Caleb knows how powerful he is, that he could get anyone to fly to Kansas City.
That is not true. I would love that
on a Wednesday night. I think you kind of are.
I want you to come and stay at my house for a little while.
I would love to. That was such a nice offer too. You were like, you can stay at my house. And I was like, he doesn't mean that.
Oh, I mean
so I'm
it.
not going to.
Oh, I mean it.
Do you really?
I want you to come stay. You know who's at my house right now?
Who's at your house?
My house in Kansas City. I'm obviously not there. There is a lesbian and her dog. There is a gay man and his cat. There is a punk band from LA. And then there is a non-binary couple from Chicago passing through. And they're all just, I just put them on a group message and I was like, figure it out, you guys.
That's the reality show I want to watch. You should pitch that and call it Caleb's House.
I'm going to set up
You're
cameras.
never there.
No.
But it just cameras. It's just you watching the people staying in your house.
Truly. So, Panopticon. And then they have to do like, what are those confessionals?
Yes.
About each other. They don't know each other.
Because how many bedrooms is it? It's like 10 bedrooms. Right?
Oh, no. I wouldn't probably say that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We shouldn't. It's like 3.5 bedrooms, right? You're so down to
it's
earth.
A studio, really?
Yeah. No, you have no money. You're a man of the people.
No, it's a nice place, and I'm so glad that people get to stay there, but I don't ever get to be there, so it's turned into this funny like thing where my friend Addie, since she's staying there the longest right now, she's taken over on the message, being like, "Hey guys, here's how you get in. Let me know if you need anything. I can put out some towels."
That's
like,
nice.
It's just become kind of like a self-running Airbnb where nobody makes money.
I saw on Instagram you did a story where you were like, I want to do like an artist's retreat at my house. I thought that was so cool.
I really want to. I want to get my artist friends to come, and eventually I'd like to pay people for it, but I want people to come and make their work there because I have this dream for this house that but the house is like 100 something years old. And I'm like, in the next like however long I have it, I want to like infuse it with like a bunch of creative energy and have people make their stuff there. And like, I'd like to maybe put like a recording studio or something in the basement so people could like record there.
That's so cool.
All for free. I just want the energy in the house of like people making stuff,
That's so cool.
I think it'd be neat.
See, this is what I love about you is every time I hear you talk, I'm just like, Caleb's like living life the way you're supposed to.
Taylor.
Like, sorry,
speaking of living life the way you're supposed to. Well, you're not going to succeed in making this episode about me, though. I know that you would like it. And I entertained it for a second because it's early and I'm kind of like, it's a little cozy to have you be nice to me. But you're not going to get your way.
I am bad at that in interviews. I'm always like, well, what about your childhood? And they're like, I'm a journalist. Like, leave me alone.
Taylor, literally yesterday, I had an interview. I won't say the publication because then people know who it is and I don't want to make her uncomfortable. Right. I had an interview with a big outlet for press stuff I have coming up. And because we're curious people, you and I. And I was like, she was like, oh yeah, English isn't my first language. So I didn't understand something like that. And I was like, oh my God, what's your first language? And she was like, no, you're not going to interview me. And I was like,
She's like, nice fucking try. I know that trick.
I'm not trying to put it off of me. I just am like, I am curious.
Yeah.
And then she gave me 30 minutes after we went off. When we stopped the interview, she was like, all right, ask your questions. And I was like, okay, your kids.
Okay.
Like I was like, she gave me time to get into it.
Okay, good. That's nice. But yeah, it is a deflection tactic as well when you don't want to answer the question they have. So I'm sure that's part of it is they're like,
I guess it is.
Don't do that.
The funny thing is like using it as a deflection, like I've never met a question I didn't want to answer. And
really?
So,
You've never met a question you didn't want to answer?
I'm like, what would I don't think I can think of a Chance. Can you think of one that I'm like, I will say the only thing we come close to.
Chance has something.
What did you think of?
Just things about like your family, certain things about like.
There's like 1 to 2 things about my family that people really push on that I'm like, I have said what I want to say about that situation. To me, it's not that I won't answer anything. It's like whatever answer I give is the answer.
Yeah.
It's not for you to poke and prod and find more. If I want to give more, I'll give more because I'm an open person. But I think other than that, it's just sometimes when you're doing interviews, like the 17th question about the same viral bit, it's like, yeah, people know you from, it's like, stop. Well, we already have done this.
Well, every video of you, people are quoting your viral jokes that you've made, like on TikTok. Like all the top comments are just things you've said in a way that like, like straight guys in high school used to quote The Office all the time. Like it was their joke. Like
I'm that for non-binary teenagers. I'm Step Brothers for they, them teenagers.
Yeah. The new that's what she said is looks like he broke into the bakery and ate all the
Jesus.
pies. That's the new that's what she said.
God, whatever. One thing that you and I have talked a lot about, and as you know, everything is cuttable. We don't have to talk about this if you don't want to. But you work so hard.
That's so nice.
You really, and it's a fact. Like you really do work so hard and say yes to so much.
It's because I'm not naturally gifted.
That's not true.
If I had your personality, I'd be coasting.
You try to deflect from my compliment, but it's not working. You have to wake up a little earlier in the morning to get one over on me, Taylor. No, it's not true. You are naturally gifted, and you're also obsessed with craft, I think, and very. You've put in the work anyway, which is what makes you so good. And I know this is making you uncomfortable, but you do work so hard, and I do wonder, like, when are you going to take your foot off the gas? Do you feel like it's coming up soon?
I mean, that's the thing is like before I started hosting After Midnight, I was like, I'm going to take 6 months off because I need it. And then that job came up and I took that job and I said, okay, I guess not now. And then I had my special and like now I'm in a place where, well, I canceled the like last 2 months of my tour, but it was because I got really sick. So that didn't really feel like a few months off. And I was like working on my book and editing my special. So it wasn't like I was doing nothing. But that was a really big deal for me to even take like a few months off of touring. Like this is the first time I've been on a plane in a few months, which is like crazy for me. So that felt like a big step in the right direction. And then this year, I don't have any tour dates planned. Like I'll probably go do clubs to work on a new hour because I'm just always doing that because I love doing stand up. But I'm not like making myself go on a big tour that, you know, I won't feel like I can get out of or anything. So this year is more about, you know, I think writing. And that being said, I have to put out a book in like September. So
Taylor.
I know, every year I keep going and next year, nothing. And it doesn't quite ever happen.
Well, nothing will probably never. Yeah, I think nothing will probably never happen. But yeah,
well, maybe I might get canceled.
You might.
Maybe on this pod.
You
Who
might.
knows?
We can get there.
We can get there, right?
I can get you canceled.
Yeah.
I set out on a plot to get you canceled so that you relax a little bit. And then in like 4 months when I feel like you've really rested, I retract everything.
Yeah.
I lied about that girl. Bring her back.
That was actually, we AI'd her face to say all that.
It's like a really crude, like your lips being moved like paper mache or something.
I do think about that sometimes though. I go, oh man, what if I say the wrong thing and everyone's mad at me? And then I go, well, you could stop, you know?
I know, isn't that
then
nice?
Then you could run away and there'd be a reason.
Well, that's how I conquered my fear of death. Was just
Same.
starting to go like, well, it would solve a lot of problems.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. I think I tried that. I joke like that on stage at Largo where I was like, I go, I'm so scared to die. But then I go, but then I'd be dead.
Yeah. Ooh.
Then I get to be dead.
Sometimes if I'm doing like a college gig or something and I say something earnest and the audience like is like nodding along or they go like or something like that and it's not a laugh, I feel cagey. Like I'm like, what are you doing to me?
Well, are you doing a talk or are you doing
I do a lot of
stand-up?
Q&As at colleges now.
All Q&A?
All Q&A.
Oh, that's awesome.
An hour of Q&A at colleges. I've been doing a lot of them.
See, again, that's how you know you have a great personality because when they hire me for colleges, they're like, you better bring material. You better be doing hard jokes that you've polished.
No, they ask me to bring material and I say, no, I'm not doing that. Because I did there was a year there where I would say yes to doing stand-up at colleges. And
It's
then
tough.
It's horrible.
I did a lot of colleges.
It's horrible. They'll put you in a room with 200 feet ceilings.
Mm-hmm.
The lights it's lit for like a cafeteria setting.
Yep.
The students are somehow sitting at round tables. It's set for 3,000. It's on the night of finals.
Yeah.
So 20 kids come in sweatpants. They're all getting extra credit to be there.
It's free. They came for free
It's
pizza.
free. They
Yeah.
want the pizza. Like I did it and I was like, never again. And now when they ask, I've turned down a lot of them because they're like, it has to be stand up. And I'm like, then no.
Wow.
I can't do it. Cause it was soul destroying.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't.
I mean, that's how I started doing stand-up full time. Is
Yeah.
I was doing colleges when I was like 21. I was doing a lot of colleges.
At 21.
Which was so stupid. I was their age.
Yeah.
And nobody was there on purpose. I mean, we were like tricking kids into a show.
Yeah.
Most of, like we were genuinely in the cafeteria
Yeah.
while people were eating. And then they'd be like, and a comedian's here. And everyone's like, what? Like who? Like it was so weird. But it was a lot of crowd work. Like at that point, because no one's listening. Or I would like show up thinking I was supposed to do stand up, and they were like, "You're gonna host our Greek life talent show."
No.
And oh yeah, which was mostly just me going out when there were technical difficulties or someone needed to like do a costume change.
Yeah.
And they'd like send me out there, and everyone was screaming and yelling and like not listening. And I remember I went back between acts at one point, and I go, "You guys, I don't think they're not really listening." And the girl goes, "Well, if you do jokes, they'll listen." And I went, "Okay." And I went out the next time and I tried to start a joke, and they just started chanting for the next guy who was coming on. So I'm like, "Anyway, so it's kind of weird when you're dating." And they're like, "Manny, Manny, Manny." And I was like, "I am going to leave." And when they paid me for the gig, the people who paid me were like, "We're really sorry."
Yeah.
So they knew.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, I'm so sorry we put you through that. Here's your $700."
Yeah. And I was like, "It's totally fine. In 5 years on the Tonight Show backstage, they're going to ask me what was the worst time I bombed. And I now have an answer."
Yeah,
so thank you.
Don't worry, you gave me a Tonight Show story.
Don't worry about it.
That is so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah. It's not great.
I don't know how you do all the stuff you're doing, and I'm trying to get you to settle down. That's my big goal.
I know. When we hung out, you were very much like, "Well, why don't you just stop? Like, why don't you just take a minute?" And I'm like, "You can do that?" You're like, "I just went to Europe for like 3 weeks by myself." And I was like, "What?" Like, that's what's so frustrating, is because you say stuff and it just sounds so like it makes so much sense and you make it sound so easy. But then I go back to my life, and it's like you've been in space floating, and then you land back on Earth and you're like, "Oh, right, gravity." But I've been floating around with you where you're like, "Say no, cancel, who cares?" And then I'm back on the ground just like, "Oh my God, I'm so heavy again." Like I'm just weighed down by all these commitments I've made.
What do you think the fear of saying no, or like you do just have an objectively insane work ethic that I don't, by the way, I'm not pro Taylor get rid of her work ethic. I think it's awesome. I'm like, we should probably meet in the middle. I probably need to be more like you, and maybe you could be a little more like me in the regards of saying yes and no.
I mean, you do a lot.
I do plenty, but I'm not on your level. And I want to know, like, where do you think that comes from? What is that about?
Probably from a place of inherent unworthiness.
Let's go!
Yeah! I've been to therapy.
Bow, 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 bow. Who out there feel unworthy? Jump, get up. If you're feeling unworthy, make some noise.
No, I think there's probably a deep, deep fear that I am probably not talented or special enough to get by on who I am as a person. So I need to at least be someone that everybody agrees, like, well, she's trying really hard. You know, like we respect the fact that she's working really hard. So it's okay that we don't think she's that talented or something like that.
Yeah. We need to find a medicine that will take this feeling from undeserving people like you and give it to the people who need to feel that way.
Right.
Because this is the
sort
imbalance.
of an unworthiness transfusion.
Yes, an unworthiness transfusion from the worthy yourself to this is the imbalance in our society, is that a bunch of people like you who should not ever even have that feeling cross their mind. The scent of that feeling shouldn't even waft in your direction. And then the people who are the absolute worst among us are literally waking up in the morning and being like, "I'm the fucking best."
I know. And that's what keeps you away from feeling worthy, because you go, well, the second I feel worthy, I'm one of those people who doesn't know. And everyone's walking around going, "This piece of shit."
I think you've paid your penance though towards that idea. Like, I feel like at a certain point you go like, "All right, I think I did enough years of doubting my worthiness and stuff that right now I can go self-obsessed mode, and I think it'll all even out."
Self-obsessed mode.
Let's go self-obsessed mode.
Do you think you're self-obsessed mode?
Am I self-obsessed mode?
Who's self-obsessed mode? Who's doing it right?
Doing it right? Well, self-obsessed is probably not the right word, is the issue.
Yeah.
Like, I probably didn't use the right term for that. But I actually would support you being self-obsessed for a little bit.
I think that people call it delusional.
Well, no, but it's not delusional, because I want you to be obsessed with the things about yourself that are just true and present and great. And so I don't need you to be delusional. I would give delusion to my untalented friends. Yeah. I don't need you to have delusion.
Well, you know what the problem is? I can see myself from every angle, and some of them are bad. So I think when you're somebody who's like I think, sees yourself correctly. I mean, it's the same thing with like dating. Like, you're not the right person for every single person you're going to go out with. But for someone, you're perfect. You're their soulmate. You're their dream. But for somebody else, you're like a nightmare and just a bouquet of red flags. So that's kind of where I'm always operating from, is a place of like, okay, well, you're really great, but you also suck a lot. And it just depends on who's interacting with you, and everyone's opinion of you is correct, probably to some degree, which is exhausting to feel that way. Because I really also, when I figured out that I needed mood stabilizers, it was like, oh, all the times that I felt great about myself, I was hypomanic. So that really fucked with me for a little while, where I was like, oh shit, like, was that like not real or something? But now I miss it. Now I'm like, oh man, I could use a little hypomania.
Missing my mania.
Yeah, I'm missing it a little
bring
bit.
back my mania.
I know, because that was self-obsessed mode. I was like, it's all happening for me.
Fucking best.
And look, I have 4 specials on Netflix, so it didn't not work.
I'm saying, bring back the mania.
I know.
No, don't bring back the mania. Not actually. No, I think
The closest I've gotten recently is a Sudafed PE, and I was like, whoa.
I want to see you on the Sudafed.
It was great.
I want to
felt
be
great.
with you off the Sudafed. Taylor's off the Sudafed. Get her out. Get her outside. We need to get her to the karaoke
And I'm like,
bar
I'm one
now.
of the greats. And they're like, what happened? I'm like, I took 2.
Yeah, Taylor's cool, except when she gets on Sudafed, she gets really cocky. It's interesting the thing you say about everyone has an opinion about me and they're right.
Yeah.
I operate, I think, from the opposite of like, everyone has an opinion about me and either they're wrong or it doesn't matter. Like, I know everyone has an opinion about me, and I think mostly I go with they're wrong, just because I'm like, they don't know, like, most people don't know me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, most people that have an opinion about me don't actually know me, regardless of what they think they know. And so when it's positive or negative, I go, if it's positive, I go, that's sweet, but you can't really know. And if it's negative, I go, well, you're fucked in the head and you also don't really know. You know what I mean? And I think that is that's a difference that I'm noticing.
But it's similar in that I give everybody credit for their opinion, and I go, everybody's right, and you go, everybody's wrong. Like, I accept not the super positive or the super negative.
That's what I'm saying, is I think that's interesting, is that neither of us is taking that in.
Yeah.
I'm also not really internalizing the praise. My self-worth comes from my own praise, but I try not to engage.
How do you do that?
I just like myself.
And I'm not turning shit around. I'm asking for me.
I like myself. I don't know. It's fun. I talk to myself and I go, you're all right.
That's how you talk to yourself?
I go, well, sometimes it's bad, but most of the time, I go, hey, you need to work on that, and that's okay. You're good at working on things. You're good. Or I go like, I notice a problem in myself, and I go, ooh, we should work on that. But it's not as big as a lot of people's problems. Don't stress out too much about it. You're good. And then I do work on stuff, but you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I just try to frame everything as positively as I can. When I was younger, I definitely did not. And I just think I try to get to a place where I'm just like, it's okay. You're good.
Okay.
I talk to myself really gently now these days.
Yeah, you're like gentle parenting yourself. That's
these
beautiful.
days, it's embarrassing. If you heard the way I talk out loud to myself alone in my apartment.
You're out loud talking to yourself?
Oh my God, it's humiliating,
Really?
Taylor.
No, that's good. You're
It's
supposed to do that.
humiliating. If anyone ever heard this, my neighbors might actually know how sick I am. Like, I will walk around my apartment and be like, this place is a mess. That's okay.
That's like the jinx shit. That's
like, hey, sometimes we have messy apartments, buddy. I'll call myself buddy. Hey, buddy, sometimes the apartment's messy. We'll just clean it up.
That's so nice.
Shit like that. Crazy.
Oh, the only time I speak out loud alone is, and I've just started doing this, and it does weirdly help, is when I get really depressed. I just go out loud, I'm really sad.
Who out there feeling really sad?
I thought that was gonna hit differently in this room. I thought everyone was gonna go, good job, but no, everybody that was not a joke at all.
No, it's sweet in a way, but you just say, I'm really sad out loud.
I'm really sad.
What does it do for you?
You know, I think because when I was younger, I was, every time I got depressed, I would get mad at myself because it meant that I wasn't doing enough. I was like, well, you should have run more today, or you should have eaten more spinach, or you should have lifted weights this morning. You should have gotten up earlier. You should have been outside. I go through the laundry list of like all the things I didn't do. Because when I was a kid, it was like, oh, if you're depressed, you're not praying hard enough, you're not working out, you're not eating right. And so that was where my brain usually went. And now being older and being like, sometimes you're going to be sad. A lot of the time you're going to be sad. And it's fine. And acknowledging it and sitting with it is like, that's the growth for me, is I just go, okay, I'm really sad right now. And I guess that's sort of my way of saying, and it's okay. You're okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's totally lovely. And I think I do the same thing. When I have a bad day where I'm like feeling so negative, sad or upset or whatever, when I catch myself in it, I will be like, is today a wash or can we fix this? And the answer is sometimes we can fix this. And I go, no, you need to take a shower, go on a walk, come home, put on some clean clothes, read a book, do your laundry. Like there are days when I'm like, you can fix this and you need to. And then there are days where I'm like, it's a wash. Today we're going to feel bad. Today we're feeling bad. Today you can do whatever you want. You can cancel plans. You can get totally stoned. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Today's a wash. But then tomorrow we got to get back to it.
That's really nice. Yeah, that's something that I've tried to get better about. Not so much with like depression, but I'm better about that with my health now, because I'm like, okay, if you get sick, you need to like shut it all down, because otherwise you're not going to get better, and you can't really do that to yourself anymore. We did that for years and years and years, and I think you've run out of grace.
Yeah.
Physically.
I feel that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that starting out and like busting your ass to make a career thing where you're just like, whatever it takes, I'll sleep 3 hours a night. And then you get to a place where you're like, hey, this has got to stop probably.
Yeah, where I'm like, oh, I can't take red eyes every week anymore. Because for years you just do that on the road. You're like, well, that's the cheapest flight. And I'm trying to save as much money as I can when I'm on the road. And then I realized you're on the road 4 or 5 days a week. That's most of your life. You need to spend a little bit of that money on a hotel that's safe and a flight that's not at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Like that was a big difference for me, and has made a big difference as far as like my quality of life and just prioritizing sleep as well. Cause like the fact that I wasn't sleeping was most of the reason I was so unwell mentally and physically for so much of my 20s.
Of course. It's like the most important thing we can do.
Yeah.
It's like sleeping and drinking water. They have to happen.
Yeah. Which is why when you do press in New York and you're like on West Coast time, and they're like, no one should ever put a comedian on live TV on 120 minutes of sleep.
No.
Like first thing in the morning. And I'm always like, what am I doing here? Like, this is crazy. And it fucks me up for a few days. And it's just like, yeah, it's just kind of not worth it anymore to not sleep for a night, you know? Mm-hmm. So, but I do say no to a lot more than I used to. And that was what was kind of fun about getting your DM about the fundraiser. It was the first time in a long time that something had come in where I went, well, I'm doing that, like no matter what. Like I'll have to go do that for sure. Because I don't really have that anymore. When you're younger coming up in comedy, like every opportunity is, well, I have to do that. Like I just have to make it work. I have to do that.
Yeah.
And it was nice to feel that feeling on like a personal level where I was like, well, I have to go do that. I have to go meet Caleb. You know?
Yeah. And we had a good time.
We had a great time. It was really like an amazing, beautiful, inspiring night. Like I was really happy to be a part of it. You came, you killed, you made a very, very kind donation to the Tenant Union. I did not kill. I will say that. I bombed kind of hard.
My show?
Yeah. I had a
Girl, we are going to have to do something.
We did. I had a rough
You
set.
in reality are in a fight. You in reality are in a fight to the death. And at the moment, you're winning somehow.
Well, you know what's so funny is I had to follow you, which I was like, oh, okay, this is not going to go great. And then I went out, and I don't know why I thought this would be funny, but I went out and you had been talking about Devil Wears Prada too. And I said, thinking everyone would know it was a joke, I went, so crazy, I'm also in the Devil Wears Prada too. But then people just clapped. Because I forgot I'm successful now.
Sounds good.
And I thought everyone would be like, ha ha ha. They would never put you in that. But no, everyone just clapped. And then I had to go, oh no, I'm so sorry. I was just nervous about following Caleb. And then everyone was like, what? So that was...
we were proud of you?
Yeah. It felt like missing a step on the stairs to start the set off.
You in the battle against reality. The idea that you bombed at this show is crazy. Well, you guys, I don't know if anyone's told you this yet, but the April 15th tax deadline is rapidly approaching. It's like I'm always saying, the old way of doing taxes, it led to so much unnecessary stress. Things like sitting in a waiting room, handing over a pile of papers. Don't we hate a pile of papers, folks? And then staring across a desk for hours or sending emails back and forth, God forbid, still wondering if they really understand your situation. Well, it sounds like dating. Right? only to find out that something's being missed. These are all things we need to leave in the past. I'm happy to report that this year brings a major upgrade. Intuit TurboTax now has in-person locations nationwide. You can walk into a tech-enabled Intuit TurboTax location near you and meet face-to-face with a real tax expert. Drop off your documents in the store and see them uploaded to your Intuit TurboTax app instantly. Just like that, you're done. You're done. Your new Intuit TurboTax expert stays back, works tirelessly, and they try to get you every dollar you deserve while you get real-time notifications as you go about your day. The experience of handing off your taxes to a real person who you can trust to work efficiently and quickly makes tax season so much easier. And you're not just dropping off papers. You're walking into a friendly space where you can have a face-to-face conversation and get answers to any questions you might have right there on the spot. Head to TurboTax.com to find a store location near you and get matched with a TurboTax expert with real-time updates in the iOS app. This episode is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking offers, this is one of my favorite ones. Booking.com offers a wide array of hotels and vacation rentals across the U.S. so you can find exactly what you're booking for. There's something for everyone, even those who are impossible to please. Yeah, I know a couple of those guys. No. Whether you're booking for yourself, your partner, your picky teens, your sleep light, rise early mom, or your high-maintenance group chat, you can find exactly what you're booking for. When I go on vacations with friends, something I must have is a kitchen with a nice big oven and stovetop where I can cook mouth-watering meals for my friends and loved ones. People who eat together stay together. If we can find our perfect stay on Booking.com, anyone can. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Book today on the site or in the app. Folks, I don't know about you, but the thought of organizing all my finances on my own gives me a real headache. Lucky for you, Rocket Money takes the guesswork out of this sort of stuff so you can easily make smart decisions. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. See all your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For ones you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them in just a few clicks. Canceled in just a few clicks. Was this a celebrity in the 2010s? They have tools that automatically create transaction categorization across accounts, plus customizable categories and tags to reveal spending patterns and add context. Wanting to start saving for that big family vacation this summer? These tools are here to help. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/showtrue. That's rocketmoney.com/showtrue. rocketmoney.com/showtrue. What is going on with dating? Tell me about dating.
Oh my gosh.
I want to get the update.
I want to hear about yours too. And this is not deflecting. It's not deflecting. It's not deflecting.
All right.
Because this is me just treating you like a life coach for an hour, quite frankly, because we talked a little bit about it at coffee. And again, you were just like, well, just do this. And I'm like, I can't just do this. Like, that's insane. I am that is one thing that this year, I'm like, you need to take some serious time off from touring so that you can date, because when I was hosting a show 3 days a week and then on the road 4 days a week, and I'm like, why can't I meet anybody? It's like, because you're always on stage under lights, and there's no one up there. So like, and part of me, when I took the After Midnight job, I was like, maybe I'll meet someone on set and I don't have to stop working.
Crazy.
And I can kind of double up. And then it was just like the nicest, most platonic set you've ever seen in your life. Everyone's like wonderful, lovely friends. I think our PAs started dating, and I was like, fuck, like, God damn it.
Like, I wanted to fuck the PAs. God damn it.
No, I was like, so someone found love here. I'm just making sure
Taylor calls a meeting. Everyone's fucking each other and no one's fucking me. Just kidding.
Well, I actually didn't think you were allowed to date people at work. And then I had HR. I have a joke about it in the special, but I had HR training, and they were like, no, you can if you tell us. And I was like, every show I've ever seen is like, the big issue is like, we can't date because we work together. Yeah. And that's just fiction. Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, and the funny thing is HR, the policy is just like, well, HR gets to know about it.
Exactly. It's like, if you tell us.
Yeah, as long as you let us know, like, how did it go? Like, how is it? Yeah, you guys can do it as long as you fill us in, girl. Yeah. What are you looking for? Taylor, what are you looking for? Tell me now.
God.
You know, there are probably anywhere between 10 to 100 people that listen to this show, and some of them might be eligible for you. What are you looking for? Maybe it'll find you.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I mean, what's really devastating that I've realized recently is I do unfortunately think I want someone funny.
Taylor,
Are you-
I know.
Doesn't that suck?
Doesn't that make you sick?
It makes me sick.
Because now it just got more impossible.
It got so hard. Like I have a friend who wants to date like a millionaire, and I'm like, that is easier to do, I think, than finding someone.
There's
really
more
funny.
of them.
There's more of them.
There's more millionaires than funny people.
There really is.
Genuinely funny people. No, I'm sick to hear this from you because same.
Yeah. Because for years, I don't know if you do this, but for years I would kind of go back and forth because I would like date a comedian and then it would fall apart and I would go, well, I can't date comedians. And then I would date a normal person and then I would go, that doesn't work either. And so then I'd go back to like someone in this business or a comedian. And so I'd kind of flip flop. But the last couple people I've dated have been more like normal people. And and they were great. But I still like, I don't know. I'm like, when did I stop thinking I was worthy of that requirement, I guess? Because when I was younger, I was like, that's number one. They have to be funny. And then I got older and I was like, that's a big ask, I guess. And everyone around us is funny. Like all our friends are so funny. So you go, okay, well, you don't get everything from your partner, but I can get funny from all my friends. And then you're like, but the person I'm going to hang out with forever the most is not funny. I don't know. Because there's lots of people who can hang. There's like a lot of people who have good senses of humor and will laugh and can like, banter a little bit. But there's a difference between banter and being funny.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I need someone funny and I'm realizing it and it's making me sick.
It's so hard.
Because now I'm going on dates with these gay men and boy, some things I used to let slide are not working anymore.
Really? Like what?
A lot of gay guys, I love gay guys, okay?
Yeah.
Gay guys are like a totally foundational part of my chosen, like my found family, my community.
Yes.
I would do anything for gay guys. Gay guys, I love you. That having been said, a lot of times I'll go on dates with these gay guys and look, we have a problem. Something happened when we got accepted. Maybe it was the legalization of gay marriage. I don't want them to get rid of it. But something happened where a lot of gay guys lost their touch. And now there are a sizable amount of gay guys who think that quoting Real Housewives and Drag Race exclusively is them being funny. Yeah. And that is, of course, not true. And it's not funny really at all. Yeah. And so I'm going on these dates and I'm going, God, he's cute. He's got a good job. He seems to have a lot of friends and love in his life, like all these green flags. And then the only time he really says something, even in the cadence of a joke, is him repeating something that some horrible woman said on TV. Yeah. And I just can't deal with it. I'm sorry, those women are horrible. Yeah. And I just can't deal with it. And so I have come to a place where I'm like, no, I think I'm going to need to find someone who has a sense of humor. Yeah, I know. Like an actual point of view.
No, but I look around at, who's a good example? Oh, I have a great example. So like my friend Kelsey Cook, one of my best friends, I don't know if you know her, she's so funny. She is engaged to Chad Daniels, who is also an incredible comedian. And that's really fucked my shit up the last few years.
They shouldn't do that.
Yes, because I was like, it's fine. And by the way, her ex was also a comedian. So she's just been dating. She's been in long-term relationships with really funny guys. And I'm like, fuck me, man. Like, I thought we were all going to settle. I thought we were all just going to find people who thought we were great and, would sort of bask in our light and, like, bring other things to the table.
When did everyone decide we're not settling?
Yeah, it's like, what? I just got comfortable with the idea. And now everybody's, like, finding their true love. It's bullshit. So the two of them, and they have, like, a podcast, and I'll see clips of them, and I'm like, that looks amazing. Like, I want to do bits with somebody at home. Yeah. That looks great. Every time I do bits with somebody, I'm not at home and it sucks. I'm always at work or on camera. And I'm like, I want to do it at home in bed.
Yeah. I want that for you. This is good to hear.
I know. I'm putting it out there. I would love ideally another bisexual person.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that's what I would like. Ideally, if we're going like ideally,
yes,
another very funny bisexual person.
Now, why did they need to be bisexual?
They don't need to be anything.
Yeah.
This is a dream vision board list, Caleb.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase the question because I would also like another bisexual person for you.
Yeah, thank you.
But I'm curious, what is the wanting them to be bisexual of it all? Are you guys going to swing together?
No.
Or is it just so that they understand so you can both be like, oh my God, that girl and that guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of want someone who I just want my best friend who gets every part of me.
Yeah.
I just want somebody who grew up with religious trauma and is also bisexual and is really funny.
Yeah.
And now that I've said it, the universe has to give it to me.
And it will.
Because that's how it works with manifesting.
And if you're looking for a queer person with religious trauma, I got great news. The pool is big.
I know.
And I know most of them. And actually, most of them listen to this show.
That's why I'm saying it on this podcast.
But you wouldn't.
That's why I came here today.
You wouldn't respond to a DM, would you?
I have.
Yeah?
I mean, from like a stranger, it depends. It depends if they, because it's hard when people DM you and then you look at their page and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And you're like, did you really think that I was going to say sure to going to drinks in Chicago, where I do not live, with someone who has no hard posts and their profile picture is of a motorcycle? Yeah. Like, did you really think that I was just going to be like, oh, sure. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I've had some people flirt with me in the DMs. Well, a lot of people flirt with me in the DMs. Most of them are
civilians.
Yes, not comedians, and most of them are just like it's really crazy. Like I'm like they're so age inappropriate, or they're so it just makes no sense. But then sometimes there'll be someone that like they message me something cute that seems like I'm like, oh, this person seems normal and funny. And then I go to click on the profile. The profile picture is like a group photo from 300 feet away, and then the profile itself is locked. It's a private profile, and I'm like, well, you know, I'm not going to accept that message. Like, I can't even give you the chance, even though the message was cute. It's fucked up.
It's so weird. And if you are going to DM someone you don't know at all, send a photo or something.
Well, Instagram won't let people send photos to, like, I don't know if your account's like this. Mine can't get photos.
What?
They can't send me photos.
I thought you just had to accept the message to see the photo.
Oh, see, but I can't. I'm not accepting the message until I know what's up. I'm not. I'm not gonna accept the message on the whim because the photo could be something crazy.
Yeah, but then you've just seen a crazy photo. Yeah. There's a lot of fucked up shit on the internet.
But then they see that I've seen it. And
well, then they've seen that you've seen it, and you know, if you.
But I'm on Grindr. You know what? I got to get off Grindr. Actually,
I have no experience.
It's like at a point where it's like I should not be on Grindr. Full face on main. My Grindr is me smiling and my name Caleb, and like it's just me.
I know. I talked to you about doing dating apps because you told me you were on Hinge, and I was like, you're on Hinge? You're too famous for that.
I'm on Hinge.
Really?
Oh, I'm on Hinge.
But don't you go on a lot of dates that are just meet and greets?
I'm gotten really good at sorting that out.
You have. You never end up on a date with someone who like lied about not seeing any of your stuff or not knowing who you are, and then you're on the date, and then it's clear that they have, and they did, and they lied?
Maybe twice.
Not that that's ever happened to me.
No, maybe twice, but it was sweet both times that they were like, hey, I obviously have like seen your stuff, but I didn't want to make you uncomfortable.
Which is great.
I'm like, that one's fine. Yeah. I've never had anyone like Trojan horse show up to the date just because they're a fan.
Yeah.
Usually they will message me and be like sometimes guys will try to be like, hey, I'm a huge fan. I'd love to take you for a drink, but it's not romantic, just so you know, if you'd be into that. And I'm like, well, of course not. I have no desire. I don't need to make a friend. I'm not like 12 at a new school.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm like a grown adult with plenty of friends. Like, no, I don't need to make a new friend. Unless, I will say, the only time I'm receptive to that is when I'm solo traveling abroad.
Oh, then I'll
be like, fuck yeah, let's go get a drink platonically.
Really?
Yeah, because then I'm like, that's fine. Now I have no friends over here. I'm bored. I'm trying to see the city. You live here. Then I accept it.
Yeah.
But if I'm in New York and a guy messages me on Grindr and was like, do you want to be friends? I'm like, well, no shade, but absolutely not.
Yeah, you're like, I'm very busy.
I am extremely busy, and I don't see my actual friends. Actually, my friends are pretty upset with me.
Right, yeah. I asked you to hang out, and I was like, by the way, you can cancel on me.
And I didn't want to. You did. That was sweet, though.
Well, that's, again, probably low self-worth. But also, I'm like, Caleb's so busy. If he needs to cancel, that's fine. And anybody really busy gets it. So
I'm never really canceling due to busy. I'm always canceling due to some sort of spiritual message I've downloaded from the universe.
Oh, that's saying you need to just be sad today? Or?
No, not usually sad. It's more like I'm supposed to have 3 meetings in the afternoon, but they're a little spread out. And the universe speaks to me via several different messages and carriers and says to me, you should take the afternoon off and go to the park.
Oh.
And then I received that message from the universe and I put it into action.
Do you ever get scared that you're going to cancel something, go out in public, someone's going to see you, and then it's going to get back to the people you canceled on that you were just in the park?
I don't lie.
Oh, you don't? You go, I need to be in the park today?
I don't lie. I'll say I need to be in the park today, or I'll say, hey, I can't do this anymore. And then
Are you serious?
100%. And then if I saw them in the park, I'd be like, hey, this is why I couldn't do it. Had to be in the park. I'm a human being. I deserve to go to the park.
I'm obsessed with you.
It's
That's
fun
amazing.
to go to the park.
That's incredible. I would never. I'm always coming up with a reason.
Really?
Yes, of course.
I rarely, if it was something really inappropriate to cancel, like a huge work obligation, then I guess maybe I would come up with a reason. But for the most part, especially with friends, I try to just be like, hey, I'm not feeling this anymore the way I thought I would be when we planned it. So I need
If
to.
you had said that to me, I would have been devastated.
Not mean
If
style.
you had been, there's no nice way to say, hey, I'm just not feeling seeing you today.
No. It wouldn't
I'm
be
just not. This isn't hitting for me. The idea of your company. It's just. I
It wouldn't
really
be just
thought I
sitting
would
in-
get to Tuesday and I'd go. I would love to catch up with them,
Taylor.
and I got here, and guess what?
You're crazy, girl. It wouldn't be just sitting and talking with a friend. It'd be like, oh, I agreed to go to paintball with 7 lesbians or something.
Have you done that?
And then, of course, you have no idea the kind of things I can get into with lesbians. These lesbians they're planning activities that you can't even imagine.
Oh yeah, no. Paintball with 7 lesbians is
Tracks.
Yeah, that's you got to be in the right headspace for that.
They always want to do something kooky. And sometimes the day will come around and I'll go, I'm not the guy who said yes to this anymore.
Right.
I'm a different guy.
I'm not the guy who said yes to
The
this
guy who said yes to
anymore.
this, he's smiling down on us right now. He wants you guys to have so much fun. But the guy who's in me right now cannot
Yeah.
get on a party bus.
That's true. I do make some plans, and then when those plans come up, if I were being honest when I cancel, I would say I thought I would be different by Wednesday, but I'm
Yeah.
not. It's
I
still
released
me.
a dove for him.
Yeah.
I released a dove for the Caleb who said yes to this. and I said, au revoir. I send him off into the universe and I say, God, I love that he thought we would do this.
Yeah.
But the me who is me today cannot show up to game night.
Yeah. But I want to.
I want to. And that being said, I am going to start hosting a game night. And if any of my friends try to cancel, prison. You guys
Are
have
you
to
easy
come.
to cancel on?
I don't think so.
No, you
Right?
you
I'm
hold
not-
it against people.
Not hold it against, but I'm a pusher.
You are. You're like, come on.
I'm like, come on, we're young. We're going to die someday.
Oh wow.
I go, we only live once.
That's so interesting. Because one thing I really appreciated about you at that fundraiser is there was like, oh, we're all going to the bar for the after party. And you came up to me and you were like, we're all going to the bar. Are you coming to hang out? And I went, well, I took like half a breath in and you saw my hesitation and you went, hey, you can walk over with me right now. As soon as you want to leave, I'll take you home. You don't have to stay that long. And by the way, if you don't want to go, no one's going to care and you're not going to make anyone upset. And I went,
See, but to
Oh
me,
my
that's
God.
pushing. To me, that's my push.
and you know what? It fucking worked. Because that was the only thing you could have said to me that would have gotten me there. Is like, you said the perfect thing. And I was like, oh my, again, that's why I walked around for the next week going, do you guys know who Caleb Hearon is? Do you like him as an entity? I met that guy.
We're going,
and
no,
he's just
no,
as
no.
good as you think. Like, I was really just like, so, I mean, you obviously have a gift for like knowing what the person in front of you needs to hear in order to get them to do what you want. But
Thank
it's-
you.
I mean,
Yeah,
if we're-
bring it back.
But
Yeah.
it's really impressive. I mean, I also want to ask you, what is it like just having chemistry with every single person you meet? Does that
is
make
not-
dating hard?
That is not the case.
It is the case.
Taylor, do you know what? I am working on, by the way, speaking of me not letting people off the hook easy, I am on a journey. I'm on a lightheartedness journey right now.
Oh.
And I am working, you can ask Holmes, because Holmes is the biggest victim of my pushing. I am working on, and I got positive praise from Holmes recently that I am getting better about letting people do their own thing.
Okay.
And Holmes recently canceled something on me or said they couldn't do something that we were maybe going to do. And I said, and where I would normally say like, you evil bitch, you hate me. This will not stand. I'll see you in court.
Right.
Instead of doing my normal thing, which is half a joke and half me really wanting them to do something, I said, I love you. Have a great day. I totally understand. And they got scared that I was sick or something. And they said, well, is something wrong with you? And I said, no, I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey of self-improvement in this area. And they said, well, I've noticed and thank you. I appreciate it.
That's so nice.
In case you're wondering, even guys like me, evil guys like me can change, make change.
So inspiring.
Yeah.
My friends and I love canceling on each other. And I think it brings us closer every time someone goes, hey, I'm so sorry. I just can't. and the other person goes, that's okay, I barely wanted to go, and we go, oh my God, I love you so
that's
much.
sweet.
Oh, I love you so much, and oh, we're so healthy, and I love you, and you're the best.
Yeah, I can't do stuff like that because I have abandonment issues.
So do I.
Yeah, well, doesn't that hurt you when someone cancels?
You're an extrovert with abandonment issues, and I'm an introvert with abandonment
it
issues.
is.
Yeah, and if I did see them, I would get closer to them, and that would make it even more painful if they ever left me. So it's actually for the best that we don't get closer.
That you stay in tonight.
Yeah.
I understand that. No, I do.
I'm becoming increasingly avoidant.
Are you?
I think so, yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I have too much control over my life, I think now. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And then you're kind of like, ooh, that sounds like an opportunity for my peace to be disturbed rather than like an opportunity for connection and fun.
Yeah.
And now we're circling back to dating and why it's so hard.
Yeah.
Because going on dates, even if they're a good date, if they're not your person, it's still disappointing. You know, even if like it was a nice time and you both had fun and maybe neither of you are feeling it romantically, like that's the best a date can go other than it's my soulmate. And it's still like, oh, I left for nothing.
Yeah,
You know,
I
I
got
left
ready.
my house for nothing.
I didn't hang out with my friends tonight.
Yeah.
I didn't relax tonight.
Yep.
I didn't do any of the things I'm supposed to be making more time for except for dating.
Yep.
And it didn't go well. And now I've spent the night on that. That's why you have to have, I think it has to have rules. A 45-minute first date.
Yes,
Plans
coffee.
afterwards, coffee, one drink.
Yeah.
You gotta also get comfortable being like, after one drink, after one singular drink, if you're not feeling it, being like, hey, this was so much fun. It was nice to meet you. Where are you headed?
Yeah. I think if you know somebody a little bit through mutuals or whatever else, you can do more than coffee for the first date. But if you are going in blind date, you know, setup, app date, whatever, it's a 45-minute coffee.
Yeah.
I think every dating app profile needs to have a voice note. I think I need to hear your voice before I meet up with you.
Yeah.
I do voice note early in the texts because I've met up with people who look exactly like their photo.
Yeah.
They have hidden nothing from me.
Yeah.
They have accurately represented themselves.
Yeah.
Appearance-wise. And I hear their voice and I go, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
The voice is a lot. The voice is a lot of it.
It's how you carry yourself. It's your voice.
Yeah, you got to do the voice.
You got to do the voice.
Because the voice can be a problem, right? Not for guys like me and you, though. No, voice prompt is good. Hinge, a lot of voice prompts on there.
A lot of voice prompts on Hinge. Hinge was fun.
And by the way, a lot of the gay guys that were mask fishing, the voice prompt will bring the truth to light.
We'll bring the truth to light.
There's a lot of backwards ball caps until that voice prompt comes around. Yeah.
But it's like, it's something they can't change. It's like, you might not like my voice. Like if you project on, it's easy to project a bunch of stuff onto a photo of a person.
Yeah.
And then if you meet up with them and it doesn't fit the picture in your head of what they were going to be like, it's like, well, I'd like as much information as possible. I would like to hear your voice. I would like to see your whole face and body. And I would like you to write down all of the products you use that include fragrance.
Yeah.
To get an
fragrance
idea.
is a big one.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's what I'll say. I don't need to see nudes before we hook up. That's one thing about me.
Right.
And I know that might be a gay guy specific thing.
I was like, I don't think I've ever
Gay guys
asked
are
for that.
sending that album ASAP Rocky. That album is coming through. It's like, hey, how's it going? I'm Craig. Album. And it's like, whoa. And sometimes it's hot, if you're like particularly horny, you're like, okay, we did get to the bottom of things quickly. But I would far prefer, I've said this on here before, boring old news, but I would far prefer to figure out about your body in person in real time.
Right.
Yeah.
Old school.
I think it's more fun. Yeah, it's like unwrapping a gift.
Yeah. Well, I need to get to know somebody.
Chance is not having it with me today. He keeps like shaking his head and laughing at me. He's not liking my energy on this episode.
That's the problem with having people that work with you that you've known for a really long time. Like that's why I hired my sibling because I can't get away with jack shit.
Oh, he won't be here for long.
Yeah. No, it's good because you can't get away with anything because there's always someone there going.
That's the problem. Chance's time with the company is almost up. He knows too much. He's gonna have brake issues on a road trip. me and the fine folks of the Clinton Foundation are gonna find a solution to the Chance question very soon.
Well, because you can't just fire him. The internet will cancel you for that.
Oh, they'd be so mad if I fired Chance because they don't know what happens behind the scenes. But yeah, we're gonna find he's gonna take a small plane trip that doesn't quite make it to the destination.
Then who's gonna look up all the true or false facts?
Oh, anybody. A robot could do it.
Chat GPT, can you come up with a true or false segment for So True?
We're gonna replace Chance with Chat. I go, Chat. Look this up.
I had another question about Dan. Okay, so you don't think you have chemistry with everybody, but I'm sure everybody feels like they have chemistry with you, right?
Well, that's sweet. I hope that's true.
I mean, do you hope that's true?
Oh, well, do I hope that everyone feels like they have chemistry with me? Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Really?
Oh, I hope everyone thinks I'm a delight.
But like romantically, do you find yourself going on a lot of dates where afterward they're like, I had a great time, and you're like, I was playing racquetball with my own personality.
Oh,
you weren't bringing much.
Yeah, I there is a gap. There's a gap between sometimes I will say a guy thinks a date went way better than it did just because I was at work.
Yeah, because you were doing crowd work with one person.
I was making shit happen. Mm-hmm. I was turning things on and off. I was keeping the server engaged. I paid the bill. I made the date a beautiful experience for them.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how that there's like that thing happening now where people are like, growing up is just realizing the magic of Christmas was all the work your mom did behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That's me on an okay date. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, you thought it was magic, buddy, because I put the stockings up, you know?
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh my God, I can't wait to see you again. And I'm like, really? I feel like we could go a while.
Oh no. Yeah, that's tough. That's hard. And sometimes I think I'm much better on a date when I know I'm not going to see them again. Cause then I do just go into like crowd work mode where I'm just like interviewing them.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, well, I can have an interesting conversation with anybody for 3 hours, and certainly for 45 minutes over coffee.
Yeah.
So then I probably seem more interested than I am.
Yeah, you're running out the clock.
Oh, when I was like on dates with straight guys, I was like, oh my God, I really get into it. And then they're like, whoa, like, because they're not used to being asked like very deep questions.
Yeah.
And so when you're like, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you? They're like, whoa, like they're really.
Oh my God, this girl's like intellectual.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, well, she's really into me. And you're like, no, I just, need to come away with a joke, probably.
I need to get something. I'm leaving here with something.
Get some material
Denzel.
out of this. Yeah.
Have you seen that Denzel Washington clip?
No.
With Jamie Foxx?
No, what is it?
I think about it all the time.
What is it?
It's Denzel and Jamie, two of our greatest minds, talking about, is it the Oscars?
Like an actors on actors thing?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But of course, Denzel's wearing like sweatpants and a t-shirt. I am obsessed with Denzel's like over it era. He's in interviews now just being like, don't fucking ask me that. Next question. I'm like, yes,
awesome.
Denzel. And he should. But he said he was talking about an award show where he didn't win an award and he goes, I'm leaving here with something. And then he talks about like stealing. He took something. He took like some like a meal or a coat or something. Awesome. But it's just the way him and Jamie is laughing so fucking hard. It's up there for me.
That's awesome.
I think about it a lot.
I need to look that up.
Yeah, it's great. And Jamie Foxx does a Denzel impression for Denzel that's incredible.
Of course.
Oh God, I love Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx is very talented.
He's one of our greatest.
He is.
He's one of our greatest, and I don't think it gets talked about enough.
And here we are saying it.
And here I am saying it. Everyone spread the word.
People don't talk about how great Jamie Foxx is.
Look, he's not lauded enough for everything he does well.
Right.
He's genuinely funny. He's a great actor. He is a great singer. We just don't have a lot of people doing it on that level.
Jamie Foxx, come on the pod.
I don't know. I don't want him to come on the pod.
Really?
We'd have to know each other first.
Oh, okay. You don't really have anyone on that you haven't met. Which is like really another thing I really admire about you.
I just think Jamie and we should be friends first. I want to meet Jamie in the world some way that isn't orchestrated. I want to maybe we bump into each other at a restaurant. And I say, Jamie, you don't know me, of course, but I'm a huge fan, Jamie. And then he says, you know what? Let's go for a walk. We go for a walk. We get lunch. We cut up. We have some fun. We chit chat. We get to know each other. And then after several months or years of friendship, and getting to know each other, hanging out, checking in on birthdays. I'm really bad at birthdays, so I shouldn't say that.
I'm so bad at birthdays.
None of my friends hear from me on their birthday.
Yeah.
And I can't, there's too many. Everyone's being born all the time.
I know. I forget my best friend's birthday every single year. We've been best friends for 22 years. Every year I talk to her on her birthday most years.
I know.
Doesn't occur to me. And then 2 weeks later, I'm in the middle of the country somewhere doing a show and I went, oh my God. And I text her and I go, I'm really sorry. And she's like, I don't care.
This is why I don't get bent out of shape if people don't remember to say happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, totally fair game. The only person in the world whose birthday I remember is my mom's.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's the only one you need to remember.
That's it. It's for mom.
Yeah.
But Jamie and I have a couple years of beautiful friendship.
Wow.
And then he says, oh, I got this movie coming out. And I go, well, if you want to come on the show and talk about it. And he goes, yeah, I'll be in New York. I'll pop by. And then we do a beautiful So True episode.
Crazy that you think your connection with Jamie Foxx is going to be forged during an impromptu walk rather than some sort of project or party you go to or any sort of like, his team reaches out about doing the pod. you think you're gonna run into him and he's gonna go, want to go for a walk?
If his team reached out about doing the pod, I would say no.
You would?
Yes.
Would you really?
Yes. If ask them if I don't say no to everybody. A lot of people ask to come on the show that I say no to. We have to walk.
What?
Jamie and I need to go on a walk first because I feel that it would be revealed. Everything that needs to be revealed would be revealed on the walk, and then the episode is just then it's gravy. But if Jamie's team reached out to me and said Jamie wants to go on a walk, well, then we're talking.
Wow.
Put me on the email.
Yeah, I remember because I think I started seeing clips of you on TikTok, and I was like, who is this? This is like the funniest person I've ever seen. And then that's how I figured out you had a podcast. And I remember I was talking to my social media manager at one point. I was like, I think Caleb Heron's like the funniest person on the internet. And she goes, well, you should do his podcast. I go, I can't do his podcast. I don't know him. That's not how that podcast works. And she goes, oh my God, you get on that podcast. I go, no. He has friends on, and that's what's so great about that podcast. I'm
never go on there.
I was like, I'm a real fan, and I have respect for that project. And I go, the reason that podcast is so great is because he only has his friends on, and so they have a rapport. And he could interview a stranger and be great, but he doesn't want to. And that's what I love about Caleb Heron. This was back when I only said your whole name, full first and last name, because I didn't know you.
Do you know what's interesting to me, Taylor?
What?
You are so good at making this interview not about you. I will say, and it's always a back and forth. We talk about each other, but a lot of people try to, and I know what you're doing because this is what I do. Well, you're doing what I do. I go on other people's podcasts and I go, this is my show now. And you are one of the only people who has succeeded at it on So True. And I'm oscillating in my head between being impressed and being so angry with you.
But it's genuine. It's not a plan I came in with. Like, Caleb's not going to get anything over on me. Like, you can edit this however you want. You can ruin my life. I am genuinely a huge fan. I had a lot I wanted to say to you. I put it out on the siblings group chat because we're all big fans. I said, does anyone have anything they want me to ask Caleb? Because I'm going on the pod today. I came in with questions from other people. Yeah. That's how big of fans we are over here at Camp Taylor.
But even this moment.
I'm sorry.
It really is impressive.
Well, it's hard. This is a meet and greet for me, so I can't just sit back.
Silly. That is so silly.
It's not silly.
That is silly and ridiculous.
It's not silly.
We've gone on a walk. We've had our walk,
and it was great.
We've had our walk. Yeah, it's so interesting to me. I really am. I'm fascinated by you.
Well, I
find myself fascinated by you.
What did you think? You think I was going to come in here and be like, "What have you got?" Ask me things.
No, but I would love that. No, I'm not. I'm just interested in it. What do you want? What is the goal for you?
Here right now?
No, not here right now. In life, like what do you want out of life? What is the point of all this?
Oh man,
why are you doing all this?
Oh my God, is this punishment for me asking you questions?
Yeah, you're in trouble now.
Here's a hardball question.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do. I think for a while when I had no time for a personal life and I was working really hard, which I'm still in that season, but we're coming out of it. I was like, you're fine on your own. You don't need anybody. It's all good. And it's probably better this way. And I really do want to fall in love again. And it's been a while now. And it's been even longer since I think my last couple relationships, I think making a lot of compromises where I was like, you don't need all the things you want. And it's okay if the person you're dating, doesn't have a job or, wants to be open or is way hotter than you, which is not something I want ever again. I do not ever want to date someone who's hotter than me again. I want someone who is as hot as me exactly, with the same level of attractiveness. I do not want to feel uncomfortable in my own home, and I want to eat as much popcorn as I want, and I don't want to be doing I want to eat normally in front of a person. I don't want to see
a 12 at the breakfast table.
No, I want to eat nachos the way I eat them alone in front of another person. That to me is true love. I don't want anyone super hot again. My last two relationships, they were so hot and I hated it. I hated every fucking second of it. Yeah. I'm just eating the tiniest pieces of tofu in front of them, just chewing like a fucking American Girl doll.
Stop.
Not even really. I was so uncomfortable the whole time. I hated it. So I don't want that again. But anyway, sorry, I got lost for a minute. But
Opposite, by the way, I love dating hot people.
You do?
Yeah, go look at him.
I don't look at him.
I go look at him.
Oh my gosh. But you can't.
But you don't want it.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
Well, I want someone funny. I don't want someone crazy hot.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be hilarious.
It's true.
It's just not going to happen. It's not their fault.
So we want someone equally as hot as you.
Exactly. And
No
I'm
more,
not
no
saying
less.
I'm not saying I'm hot. I think I'm cute and I want that. That's what I want.
All right.
The
I think you're hot.
same amount of attractiveness. Exactly. And I want someone who's cute in the same way I'm cute too.
Yeah.
I want the same genre
Yeah.
of cute.
I've been on a journey with what you've been saying, where at first I was like, exactly. I was so on your side. It's like you don't need everything you want, or
Yeah.
you don't, whatever. It's like you need everything you want. You deserve it. You should get everything. And then you're like, they have to be cute in the exact way I am. And I'm like, maybe the sacrificing was good.
I know.
Maybe
I know.
actually-
I only go between the two extremes where I'm like, I'll do whatever you want and that's fine. And like, I have very specific specifications now that I want. So, cause I grew up in church and they're always like, make your list of all the things you want in a spouse and then God will give them to you. And what they don't tell you is when you stop believing in God and you make that list isn't going to anyone.
Yeah.
There's
It doesn't
no
get any
one
higher than the ceiling. Yeah.
No, there's no one to deliver on that list. So
Yeah.
it really is just you writing things down that you want. And then every day you look at that list and go, wow, hasn't happened yet. And then you go, maybe I'm not good enough for that. Kelsey told me again, my friend Kelsey Cook, she told me, she goes, you need to make a list of all the things that you bring to the table as a partner. She goes, because you need confidence when you're dating. So she goes, make a list of all the things you bring to the table. And I think it'll make you feel better. She goes, that's what I did when I was single. It really helped. And I said, okay. And she goes, I'm going to call you tomorrow and you better have done it. And so the next day she calls me. She goes, did you make your list? And I said, yes. She goes, how'd it go? I said, I didn't get very far. And she said, what did you write? And I said, I wrote funny, fast reader.
Okay.
And that's it. That's as far as I got.
Funny and fast reader.
Funny and fast reader. Because you don't want to write down like cute enough. And that's what I felt like. And then I was like, I think that's as far as I got with it. And she goes, that's the saddest thing I've ever
I'm gonna
heard.
break down these walls of yours.
I know, it's
We're gonna
tough.
get through there.
But then sometimes I'm like, I'm great. I think I'm a catch. And I also think if you're not into it, I fully get that. I get that completely.
Yeah.
So I'm very easy to reject, cancel on anything. And I'm like, I understand that. But also there's people that I'm like, you should be in love with me probably.
There we go.
Yeah.
That I like to hear.
Yeah.
Now that I like to hear.
Yeah. But then there's other people where I'm like, of course. And
Okay.
you should, and you have lots of options and you should go explore them.
That part I don't like to hear.
Yeah.
So Taylor, what is so true to you?
What's so true to me,
Yeah.
every hotel room needs to have a plunger in the bathroom.
Yes.
By default. I've been on the road a long time. They never have a plunger in the bathroom.
Yes.
You always have to ask for one. I have actually gone out and purchased one when I was in a hotel room for the
What
weekend.
are you doing in there?
Well,
You're like, you have no idea how many times I've had to ask.
well, here's what happened because I was in New York for 10 days and on night 2, I clogged the toilet. Okay, whatever.
it's okay.
It's fine. And I call down to the front desk and I say, hey, I'm really sorry. I know it's midnight. Can you just bring up a plunger and leave it outside the door? And I'm going to take care of what's going on in here. We understand each other. And she goes, totally, we can do that. They call back 2 minutes later and they go, hey, so we actually need to send somebody up to do it. And I said, that's not necessary. I can handle it. I'm 32. I've done this. I've been on this planet a long time.
Yeah.
I can plunge a toilet. And she goes, all right. Then they call back again, different guy. And he goes, hey, so we don't have any plungers here. I go, in the building? What? He goes, we don't have any plungers here. We only have a snake. So we have to send somebody up with the snake to unclog the toilet. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, we're really sorry. And I go, I'm really sorry. And so they send a guy up at midnight. Brand, my sibling, and I opens the door. And this guy comes and first thing he says before we even say hello, he goes, hey, it happens to everybody. It's okay. He goes, I do this every night. I do this every night. He goes, look at this. He pulls the snake into the door frame so we can see it. He goes, look at this. He's a tall guy. It's taller than him. He goes, look at this. Let me do my job. I do this every day. Don't worry about it.
This
Happens to
is
everyone.
so sweet.
It was amazing. He comes in. He does the thing. It sounds horrible.
Of course.
It's the noises coming from the bathroom. Oh my God. It sounded like someone being strangled with a shower curtain.
Yeah.
It was horrible. He comes out and he goes, it's done. See, it's easy. He goes, and by the way, I didn't see anything. I go, well, that's not true. But he goes, it's fine. He goes, I didn't see anything. And he goes, and I'm so glad I saw you guys. All right, this was fine. And he goes, and I love you guys. He goes, and I love you guys. And we're like, thank you so much. That was really nice. He goes, yeah, don't worry about it. He goes, how long you staying? I go, like another week. And he goes, well, if I see you again, I'll come do it again. It's fine. It was the nicest thing. We were like, he left. We were like,
I'm gonna cry.
I know. We were like, we didn't learn his name. Like we were. He's amazing. He's like, he's gonna.
He's like, hey, that nasty shit you did in there. Don't worry about the nasty shit you did. I'll come back. I hope you do it again.
And I love you guys.
I love you guys.
I love you guys.
Crazy.
I know. Isn't that nice? I know. And I wouldn't have had that experience if they put a plunger in the bathroom, but they need to do that, especially in New York, okay? You guys, the plumbing here is not great, all right? California could have handled what I did in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to be in a newer state.
Yeah.
For the shit I'm doing needs to happen in a newer state. Yeah, these old states can't handle what I'm putting down. That is so funny, dude. Wow, what a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
That, by the way, is the whole reason to be alive.
Yeah.
Interactions like that are the whole reason to be alive.
That's so true.
Talking to that guy is the reason to be alive.
Yeah.
There's no other point. There's no purpose of being alive if you're not talking to that guy.
Yeah.
Ugh, I love him. You want to play a game?
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to do?
I think I'm going to do bad, but I'm excited.
Okay. That's beautiful.
And I'm going to go fast because I know you hate it when people go slow. But I'm so nervous. Okay.
Don't be nervous. I'm going to read you 15 statements. You're going to tell me as quickly as you can if what I just said was true or false. If you get 10 or more correct, I think you know.
Yeah.
We're going to give you $50 US.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Elijah Wood was born in Toronto.
False.
False. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The letter Q does not appear in any U.S. state name.
False.
True.
What? Oh, fuck. Sorry. I went Albuquerque. That's a city.
A group of lemurs is called a conspiracy.
Oh, I hope that's true. True.
True.
Yes.
The tallest person ever recorded was 8 foot 11 inches.
False.
True. Temecula Valley High School opened in 1963.
I know I went there, but I don't care. True. I do not claim Temecula. True?
False. 1985.
Yeah.
Platypuses don't have stomachs.
True.
True. And is it platypuses or platypi?
Platypi.
Nice. It is true. Friday Night Lights, the series, ran for 10 seasons.
False.
False. 5. Hinge was released in 2013.
False.
True.
Fuck.
Singing in the Rain won the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay.
Oh, I should know that. That's my favorite movie. False. Don't
False.
look at me like that.
It is false.
Okay, I thought so.
Caramel never spoils.
Caramel?
Caramel, however you say it.
No, I wasn't. That's not.
However you say it.
That's not what I meant.
Never spoils.
True.
That is false. The Houston Texans are the third oldest NFL franchise.
False.
False. They're the newest.
Okay, cool.
Palomar College's mascot is the asteroids.
Yeah, that's true.
False. It's the comets.
What? Oh, fuck you! Asteroid and comet? Fuck you. Fuck this show. That I should have. That's the same. What's the difference between an asteroid and a comet? Do you know?
An AI chatbot could never do that.
What do you know? What's the difference between an asteroid and a comet? Do you know? Oh, let me guess. One doesn't have a tail.
Well,
is that it?
Well, I bet they look different.
God damn.
Johnny
you,
Appleseed
Chance.
was a real person.
True.
True. There are no Walmarts in Alaska.
True.
False. York peppermint patties are older than Joe Biden.
True.
It is true. How'd she do?
8.
Oh, Taylor.
You know what? I deserve that asteroid one. That was crazy.
It's the mascot of a place. Didn't you go there?
I did go there for a year and a half. And that's why I was like, I know this. But asteroid and comet, that's like if you were trying to think of the word for comet.
I know.
And you said asteroid, everyone would know what you were talking about.
Chance is a sick fuck.
Oh my God.
Bad guy.
I really don't. I enjoy this segment when I'm listening, but not when I'm here participating.
Not fun. It's not fun that we do it to people. We should stop.
That sucks.
The fans would riot. They love that segment.
Yeah.
Taylor, I think the world of you. I think you're so great.
I mean, I'm obsessed with you.
Tell people where they can find you and where they can watch your special.
You can watch all my specials on Netflix. The new one's Prodigal Daughter, but watch whatever you want. And yeah, that's it mostly.
Nice. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Thanks for having me.